In this video, guys, we are going to be talking about your comments, and if you have a question, we want you to leave them down below and we will be happy to answer them. Without further ado, let's check out this first question. We're going to keep going down to this. And my 2008 has 372,000 miles and runs great. Had a transmission rebuilt once. My coworker has a 2004 with 500,000 miles and refuses to get a new one. We both plan on driving them into the ground. E-Series rocks. I'm gonna agree with you. And this is on the Ford Transit versus Ford Econoline. It's a really good comparison video that kind of talks about the history and breaking down just the benefits of each one of these vans. If you haven't seen that video, I definitely encourage you to go and check that out. All right, so Flay880. Hi, Jeremy, and the awesome crew at WTD. Yeah, thank you, Flay88088. You helped me with my 2006 Four Winds 5000 Class C RV. I am on a budget thinking of dreaming and upgrading the suspension at all four corners with Fox. With reservoir, don't know. The type of suspension, let me know how I can message you privately to give you guys the details. So guys, that's a great question because here's the thing. I will tell you that a lot of times we get really busy on the phone and miss a ton of phone calls. So I always encourage you to reach out to us. You can do that by going to info@weldtecdesigns.com. There's also going to be a link on our homepage where you can email us and let us know the specifics of what you would like to do in your build. Now, maybe we'll get down to, maybe we just need to do like a live version podcast where we are able to answer, these sort of questions and help you guys out in more detail. But really just let us know what you're looking for and break up. I tell people, here's the tricky part about it. If you kind of give me an idea of what your budget is, I'm able to tell you or help build the best kit for you with your budget. It may take a little finagling and we can do that, but ultimately my goal is to not sell you the world, but sell you what you need and have you have fun getting out and enjoying it. All right, so PA got a gold. It just says, WeldTec rocks. Dude, yes, I'm with you. Thank you. A thumbs up and liking what you're saying. Well, thank you so much for just supporting the channel and what we're doing. All right, so we're going to keep going. I haven't been told to stop, so we're just running away with this. So Freedom Trucker 2332 says, well, it's a Chevy, LOL. Hey, it's a GMC Savannah. Well, here's the thing, guys. If we want to get technical, is it tomato or tomato? It's basically the same thing between a GMC and a Chevy Express. Really, what is going to be the difference between them? Typically on a GMC, you're going to get nicer interior. You're going to get a different grille. Big deal. So what? And all the other things are going to be exactly the same as a Chevy. It doesn't have a better interior. What? You got power seats with it. That's pretty much it. To me, a Chevy and a GMC in the van market from 2004 to 2023, they're exactly the same. If I'm wrong, prove me different, let me know, educate me. I'd be happy to learn, but hey, no matter what, Freedom Trucker, thanks for your comment. All right, we're moving down on this. So Tony Taylor 9653. Well, this is a great question, and it says, we're talking about what Ford Transit lift kit is best for you. A 2, a 3, or a 5. And his question says, do you have a 5-inch lift kit that works on a 2021 Transit 250 all-wheel drive? I wish this would just let me. I want to just click, boom. Oh, there it is. Dude, see, technology. I'm liking these comments, guys, and thanking you for doing this. So, Tony, here's the thing. I don't have a 5-inch kit that would work on an all-wheel drive. And the really big reason why is that front axle shaft that goes through it. You can't really build a drop-down section that's really going to work good unless you stack two kits on top of each other, and I don't really recommend that. Now, there are some other really expensive options that could be manufactured, like a portal. You'll see those on like the original H1s, and they even build them for like a trophy truck and things of that nature. but at a cost of about $9,000 for a pair of portal hubs, which isn't even going to include axles and other components necessary to do that. We could be all in between 10 and... All right, big stretch, guys. We're diving into this. We're going to keep going. All right. So Midnight 22767. Man, that almost sounds romantic. All right, so your question, incredible Class C Leprechaun. So it just says, hey, I have a quick question about regarding the suspension effects of the RV overall weight carrying capacity. Obviously, every suspension upfit would be slightly different, but in general, how much cargo carrying capacity can one expect to lose if we assume the conversion weighs more than the stock suspension? All right, so this is a great question. So now this is something big that we talk about over at WTDU, and we go in more depth on it on the 5 C's. And one of those 5 C's is going to be weight carrying capacity. So again, most of these springs are going to be generic in the Class C motorhomes. If you have a 20-foot, 24-foot RV, or you have a 32-foot RV, you are going to have the same rear springs in there, considering we're going to be saying that this is an E450. So it's going to have the same rear leaf spring. Now, depending on the manufacturer of the RV, they may have added a Hellwig helper spring, something that we commonly find in all of the Jayco, which is part of their J ride. Don't get that confused with me, Professor J, what I'm doing. This is just the J ride setup. Now, in my opinion, the most of the time that they put these Hellwig springs in there is because the coach is overweighted from the factory and they need to maintain a specific ride height. Otherwise, the coach would drag and drive even worse. So, by using a company like WeldTec Designs to do a suspension improvement package on there, we're actually going to increase the weight carrying capacity, because really we're removing a part and we're putting in a new part. The weight change isn't dramatic. Let's say we add 75 pounds to it. That's like saying, if you take my kid with you, you can't take as much cargo with me. I got to be able to put all my family into the coach, and we got to be able to hook our toys in our trailer up to it and go have fun with it. So we're actually not reducing the weight carrying capacity of the suspension. We're just taking out one component and replacing it with another. We're not adding to it, which you will know that most people are going to tell you, oh, just keep adding all these crazy things, which we don't do. Just obviously airbags, we've touched base on that a little bit. You know, there's so many things that people will encourage you to add to your coach. We're not. We're just changing out components with what we're going to call the correct components that should have come on your RV. So we're not adding more weight to it. All we're doing is putting a leaf spring on it that's properly carrying the load. Now this load is also, we're changing the height of it as well, giving you more ground clearance. That's going to be another huge plus in what we're doing. We want to increase the overall clearance of it. That way you're able to get to where you want to go, like a gas station, because we know that these things just drink gas, and every gas station that you want to pull into, it just wants to drag the tail on it. So great question. I really appreciate that, and I hope I answered that very thoroughly so that you can understand you're actually increasing weight carrying capacity of it, not decreasing it with a kit from WeldTec Design. All right, that's enough questions for today. I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you did, like and subscribe to this channel. I will see you guys in the next video.